around and I wonder, where did the time actually ever go? More on that coming right up. Hey folks, welcome back once again. If you're new to the channel, then welcome aboard the 2018 Road Glide Ultra. I am HarleyDayRider. Your good old friend HDR. I used to stay a lot in that house right there. I used to stay in that house as much as I stayed in my own. A lot of properties for sale up here. You know, I opened this video telling you about time and how fast it goes and how little bit of it we really have. There was a boy in here one time that we got in a big fight. It was a draw. It's a nice house. Don't you ever wish when you come through your old neighborhood? This is where I grew up, and I've brought you up here before. But I grew up in this neighborhood, and there's nobody here that lives here that lived here when we lived here. I lived at 2114 Belmont Avenue. Wait, let's see if we can see the mailbox here. It's right there. No, right there. No. Oh, right there. 2114. See it? I don't know if your camera's picking that up or not. Belmont Avenue. Right here was my house. Stop right this hill for a second. Right there was my house. That little house right there. My dad built that porch on the side there. It looks like they rebuilt it over the years, of course, but yeah. People need these big homes nowadays. We had 3 kids and a mom and a dad in there, so we had a family of 5 in there. This hill right here, we used to ride our bicycles, jump over that little hillside and come down through this yard. Did that all the time. But yeah. Houses, people have these houses now, they're gigandas. It's like, you don't need a giganda house. We live perfectly fine in there. Try to get up this hill. Use a sled ride down those little 3 hills right there. Smash into the house. But yeah, it amazes me every time I come through this neighborhood of, you know, time. And where does time go? I mean, I'm in my upper 50s right now. Soon to be 60, you know, some point here. And, my brother-in-law just turned 65, and he just told me the other day, he goes, I said, so how's it feel to be 65? He said, knocking on heaven's doors. I said, what makes you think you're going to heaven? I'm such a bad guy. Looks like nobody lives in this place. Maybe they do. They just don't take care of the property. But yeah, but where does time go? I mean, you know, I tell Mrs. HDR all the time, whenever we go to graveyards, they always say that your life is revolved around one thing, and it's the dash, right? So you have the date of birth, or it may be the year, date, whatever, and you have your date of death. Your whole entire life is that dash right in the middle, that little dash. You know, I often tell people, what are you going to do with your dash? And they're like, what the hell are you talking about, HDR? And I said, you know, that part of life in the middle that we get to live, it's that short, right? We were born and we died. Those have positive dates. Nothing we did in the middle seems to be very important, because all that signifies that is a dash. This is a steep ass hill. Huh. Yeah, maybe I'll wait. I'll have to clip this out right here and take it to my mom and show her. Cause she used to work on that property. I told you that before in a video. Holy crap. Alright, clearing the right, clearing the left. Let's get out of here. There used to be some really pretty, I don't know if they live, Candy and Candace, these 2 twins. They were absolutely gorgeous when I was younger. And woohoo! Everybody liked those 2 girls. I don't know whatever happened to them, but So yeah, but what did you do? What have you done in your dash of a lifetime, right? That little dash of a lifetime. It scares me to the point where I know that I am closer to putting my foot in a grave than what I was to being born, or graduating high school, or any other part of that of your life, right? Getting married, you know, for the first time or the 5th time, or whenever, you know, how many times you've been married, whatever. But it scares me to know that I'm closer, like, you know, I can remember with Mrs. HDR meeting her, and now, you know, Mrs. HDR, it's both of our second marriages, so everybody probably realizes that. Maybe you don't, but if you don't, then now you know. And I keep doing this. I keep coming this way. How stupid am I? Having to make that turn up there within traffic. This is the Bronson House right here. The Bronson House, folks, if you watch the, I don't like to get too much about news here, but if you watch the Penn State thing when they had the big sex scandal, right, the big pedophile thing with Sandusky, Jerry Sandusky grew up upstairs in the Bronson House. There's an apartment up there. His dad used to run the place, and so he grew up right here in Washington. So luckily now he's in prison, and if you believe it or not, I truly believe that's where the man needs to be. You know, that's where the scumbag pigs need to go. So, but I played football in that field right there. Yep, midget league football. Midget league football. That's alright. I guess I'm not going that way anyway. So, where were we? Hey, man. Wow, that almost looked like one of my daughters. She looked like a look-alike. So, let's talk a little bit more about time. I got to navigate around here a little bit. Let me get around Washington here as I'm riding through town, which I didn't want to be here anyway. Oh, I told you this is one of the worst roads. This is Jefferson Avenue in Washington, Pennsylvania, and it is the worst road ever. It gets the most traffic, and they tend not to do anything to it. So, of course, I don't live in Washington, PA anymore. I live in the outskirts in the countries, so I don't really care. We do come to the city, and we do drive that road sometimes, so let's see which way do I want to go here. Oops. Alright, let's go this way, get back on the main drag down here. There we go. So yeah, time, you know, where does it go? It just, you wake up one day and you look in the mirror and you're like, wow, I'm my dad, or I'm my mother, you know. I can remember when my dad was my age, and you know, I was a young man, and we would go out and do things together, or, you know, maybe, let me think, when he was my age, maybe I was dating girls already, and I was, you know, starting to live the life of a young man in puberty. Maybe, I don't know. But you get the general drift, right? Why did I come this way now? Holy cannoli. Oh, that's a big hole right there. Shit. Try to beat that truck out of here. Gotta get around this hole. Oh my god, I'll get info on that thing. I would never came back out of it. But yeah, then one day I woke up and looked in the mirror, you know, my beard's getting gray and my hair is starting to thin out on the top. And you realize, you know, and I'm talking to Mrs. HR about, you know, looking at cemetery plots and going out and pre-ordering caskets. And not that there's anything wrong with me, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong, I'm still a very healthy guy. But you want to be prepared, right? I don't want to leave my kids with that burden, and I personally want to know where I'm going to sleep for eternity. I want to see it. I want to know where the lot's at. I don't want to be put somewhere that I didn't have part of choosing, because I am weird that way. I want to see the casket that I'm going to be laying in the rest of my eternity, because eternity is a long time. You know, think about, you got that new pillow for your bed, and you got to keep that pillow until you die. It's not good, right? So now think about that for eternity. You got that old floppy pillow there for eternity. That's a long time. Why did I come this way? You are an idiot. You are definitely an idiot. So yeah, let me know what you're doing with your dash. Have you been satisfied with your dash? You know, between your date of birth and that dreadful last day that all of us know it's coming one day, but none of us want to look forward to. And you know, so you try to prepare yourself and do as much as in dash as you can. And then when I was at my dad's funeral, they said, well, Mr. Blah Blah, Mr. Older Guy HDR Senior has never written a novel, and he's never written a song. And well, I'm not a singer. You guys heard me try to sing, but what I can tell you is I have written a novel. So, and it's actually a horror novel genre, and it's on Amazon, so you can find it on there. If you dig around a little bit, you will find my full name and be able to search for them. I can give it to you on this channel, but and buy a copy of it for yourself. It's a good read. It took me, you know, the better part of a year to write it and get it edited, get the editing done, and the book cover I actually did myself, my own graphics, my own artwork. So now when I die, they can never say HDR did not write a novel, because I did. And that's one reason I love doing these videos, because I think these will be good for my grandkids and my kids to have for the whole time when I'm gone. They can always come back here to see me riding and hear me talking, so that will be a good thing. Alright everybody, I'm not going to let you sit in traffic with me. This is boring. I came the wrong way. I didn't realize they were down here. Very stupid of me. So, remember, ride your own ride. Be safe out there. Let me know in the comments below how your dash is going, and I will talk to you next time. HarleyDayRider will be down and out in the beautiful southwestern Pennsylvania. Bye-bye for now, everybody. See if I can coast this motorcycle. I never coasted the motorcycle. Oh, there we go. Okay, good.